Alright guys, today we're discussing the LeBron and Kobe debate. Now, I just gotta say, this debate's not even close. It's not close. When you look into all the facts, it's not even close. Now, who's better? It's Kobe. It's clearly Kobe's better player. Now, why is Kobe the better player? We'll get into that. First, let's start off with scoring. Kobe is the far superior scorer. Like, it's not even close. Number one, Kobe is the less predictable scorer. LeBron James, with his most signature move in scoring, is just the run and dunk. That's his most signature move. With Kobe, it's the mid-range shot. You can see the difference in their games. Kobe, due to his size, has to shoot farther from the basket. LeBron, due to his size and the defenses he faced, which is easier than the defenses Kobe faced, he is able to get more shots at the basket, which is why his field goal percentage may look higher. Because if you actually look at how they shoot when they're from 3 feet from the basket to out, Kobe has a better overall field goal percentage. He shoots better than LeBron when they're away from 3 feet from the basket, despite all the claims that LeBron is more efficient than Kobe. But yeah, overall, Kobe's a much more skilled scorer. He has better footwork, better handles. He knows more moves than LeBron. He has better post game than LeBron. I think I already said free throw percentage. Yeah, and when it comes to 3-point shooting, LeBron's 3-point shooting is overrated. First of all, he averages more 3-point attempts than Kobe, number one. Number two, in the era that LeBron played, it's much easier to score in. Overall, there's a more emphasis on scoring, and the defenses is overall weaker, which makes it easier for LeBron to score from anywhere on the court. Plus, you don't see anybody covering for LeBron whenever he shoots a 3-point because they know that his 3-point shooting is terrible, which is why you'll see him wide open. If you're wide open shooting at the 3-point line, that's not a good thing. That means you're a bad 3-point shooter. So it's like, there's no way for LeBron to be the better scorer. Kobe has more high-scoring games. He has the higher scoring feats. He has 2 scoring titles, while LeBron only has 1 scoring title. He has one of, if not the greatest scoring season ever. It was that season he had 81 points. He had this streak of like 40 point plus games in a row. I think it was like it was for a whole month. It was crazy. It's like you don't see LeBron doing that type of stuff. You don't see LeBron doing the moves Kobe has. Like LeBron does not have the mid-range Kobe does. He does not. Kobe's game is also much flashier. Kobe's a better dunker. Kobe can do better, like more difficult dunks. Kobe actually has a jump shot. Like it's not even close. When you think of scores, you don't think of LeBron. You think of people like Kobe, MJ, KD, Wilt. Who else? Like Allen Iverson, freaking James Harden, Curry. You think of those people. You don't think of LeBron. Let's see. And then, hey, like I said, Kobe also faced tougher defenses. The tougher defenses affects every single stat there is because because if one person is playing against tougher defenses their whole career, obviously their stats are going to be down or they're going to be lower than the other person. That's just going to be natural because that's like you're gonna that's like telling some freaking 8-year-old kid to compete against this 20-year-old guy in climbing a tree. It's like you clearly know. I know it's a wild comparison or analogy, but you get it because one person, they're at a clear disadvantage. They're at a clear disadvantage, and then you're just gonna judge them as if they're at the same standard of competition when it's not. One of them is easily facing more difficult odds than the other. It's simple. But yeah. And then when it comes to defending, Kobe's easily the better defender. Kobe has 12 all defensive selections. 12. LeBron has 6. When it comes to all first defensive selections, Kobe has 9. LeBron has 5. When it comes to, I think Kobe has 3 all second defensive selections, and LeBron has 1. So yeah, why why is this narrative that LeBron is a better defender? Why is it being pushed? Maybe, I don't know, because of the fact that he gets more blocks, that people think he's a better defender. But that doesn't immediately make you a better defender. Sure, you have blocks, but can you actually lock down people? It's not all about stats of who has the more blocks or more skills. It's about, can you actually lock up a player and change the game with your defense? Kobe did that more. Kobe also, he guarded one positions 1 through 3. He was a more versatile defender than LeBron. He was a better on-ball player. He was able to guard more positions better than LeBron. Because again, this myth that LeBron can guard 1 through 5 is a myth. It's never been proven. But you see Kobe guard multiple players that are either point guard, shooting guard, or small forward, that he can guard them easily. LeBron is a perfect example, because when both Kobe and LeBron, they were guarding each other throughout all their time playing, Kobe had a better field goal percentage. It was easier for him to score. He was fooling LeBron more with his moves. Like, it's easy. This is an easy debate. It's not even close. It's not even close. Then you look at their highlights of each other. There was more. They did lock each other up a couple times, but you see more of Kobe locking up LeBron. Just look at all their All-Star game footages. It's easy debate. Then let's look at playmaking. Playmaking. LeBron is the better playmaker slash passer, but here's the thing: LeBron produces more passes. He's a more willing passer. But Kobe, he actually completed more difficult passes than LeBron. When you see Kobe doing all these behind the back, no look passes. LeBron does them as well sometimes, but Kobe does them a lot more. Kobe, he wasn't as willing of a passer as LeBron, but he could easily make the same passes that LeBron did and do more difficult passes easily. When it comes to rebounding, LeBron is better, but it's not because he's a better quote unquote rebounder, but it's because of his size. Statistically, the taller the player, the more rebounds they're gonna average. That's just a scientific fact. It's not because he's a better player or a better rebounder. Actually, relatively to their positions, LeBron is a poorer rebounder than Kobe. When you compare them to their positions. So I mean, you can say he's a better rebounder, like, all right, but it's not as far as you think. Now, I already said that Kobe has better footwork and handles. I mean, it's not even close. You look at the way Kobe moves, you look at the way he talks about his movements. It's easy to say and show that Kobe has better handles and better footwork. When LeBron, all the travels he does, all the flops, all the times he just runs and dunks to the basket, and the people, and I seriously, I seriously see people trying to argue that LeBron has better footwork or handles, and that's not even the case. That's not even close. Like, there is no argument for LeBron to have better handles or footwork. Not in the post, not in the 3-point line, not mid range, nowhere. Let's see. What else? Freaking. If free throw shooting, Kobe's better clearly. When it comes to leadership, Kobe's clearly the better leader. Now, why is that? Well, there was only a rumor one time when Kobe was trying to leave the Lakers. One time, and he never left the Lakers ever. He was rumored to want to leave them one time, and that's it. LeBron, however, he quit on his team multiple times. Even when in the late 2000s, his Cavs, they were a good enough team. They were actually statistically better than the Lakers, by the way. They were a good team. Had he stayed there and developed that with that team, he could have won without leaving. But no, the grind got too tough for LeBron. He had to team up multiple times, creating 2 or possibly 3 to 4 super teams to try to win a championship. And he has been shown multiple times to either directly throw his teammates under the bus or have someone else in the media do it for him. And it's honestly despicable because every time he wins, he gets all the credit, but every time he loses, he never gets the credit. You see, with players like Kobe, Pau Gasol and Shaq, they rightfully get the credit they deserve for helping to win those championships. But with LeBron, oh no, no, it was all him. When really it wasn't. Because if it was all LeBron, then he wouldn't need the team up. If LeBron was just this carrying machine, then he could have easily stayed with the Cavs. But the thing is, this carrying machine people make him out to be. He's not how good. He's overrated as a player. He is not that good as people think he is. He is not that good. Also, another feat of leadership. Look at the Redeem team. You know who was leading that team? That was Kobe. LeBron, at the Olympics, years before. Dang, anyways, LeBron at the Olympics years before, he failed. He failed to lead them. I think they got a bronze medal that year. Got a bronze medal. They needed to recruit Kobe for that team to win. And you see in the documentary, LeBron, everybody else, they all can account to Kobe's leadership in that documentary. He taught him how to win during that time period. He helped those players be better than what they were before. And he actually made players better than what they were before he was there. Shaq, before he had Kobe, was getting swept multiple times for multiple years. Pau Gasol, before he met Kobe, I think he only had one All-Star. He didn't have any real playoff success. Derek Fisher, Lamar Odom, Andrew Bynum, Ron Artest, all those players, they got better with Kobe. You can't say the same with LeBron. You see all these, oh no, they dropped in stats as soon as they played with LeBron. But I thought LeBron was supposed to make these players better. Why are they not getting better? Why are they not getting better when your so-called king is supposed to be making players better? Why is that? Why is it that there is no real evidence of LeBron making his teams better? You know why? Because he doesn't. That's just a lie. That's a false narrative pushed by the media. No, that's athleticism. You can say that LeBron is overall more athletic. Actually, no, you can't. LeBron jumps higher than Kobe, but Kobe is more acrobatic. He has more agility and he's quicker. In the 40-yard dash, Kobe ran a 4.54. LeBron ran a 4.6. I mean, that right there shows Kobe's faster. Then even if you look at film of them playing on the court, Kobe shows that he's quicker. He has a quicker step. He can do moves quicker. He has a better reaction time. He's a quicker player. LeBron, all he can do is jump higher. That's it. And even then, when they do jump, Kobe's able to make He's able to execute more difficult moves while airborne than LeBron. His overall play is flashier and more difficult than LeBron. Now, let's see. What else is there? Mental toughness is not even up for discussion. It's not even up for discussion. Kobe Bryant is a much tougher player. He was able to deal with more ridicule than LeBron without whining, without flopping. He was able to play through injuries more than LeBron without whining or flopping or crying. There's more stories, way more stories, of Kobe showing feats of mental toughness, physical toughness as well. You can't say that there's all these stories of LeBron doing the same thing, because there's not. It's not even close. It's not even up for discussion. You see all these stories about LeBron lying or going behind his teammates' back or whining, having people on the media defend him when he's in his feelings, have him whining about politics in sports. Like, there, what way can you argue for LeBron being tougher than Kobe? There's no way to argue it. There's literally no way. Let's see. Is there anything else? Oh yeah. Who played with more help? Easily LeBron. LeBron has played with more top 75 All-Star and Hall of Fame teammates than Kobe. LeBron has played on more super teams than Kobe. LeBron has had more trades done in his favor than Kobe. LeBron has had more cheating conspiracies than Kobe, meaning that there's more conspiracies about LeBron cheating the game than Kobe. Even in the years where Kobe was winning back-to-back championships in the late 2000s, like I said, the Cavs were statistically better than the Lakers. Even in Kobe's prime years, the Cavs were statistically better than the Lakers. And then after 2010, it's not even up for discussion. You got Kobe's best teammates are Shaquille O'Neal, Pau Gasol. You got LeBron's best teammates. You got Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, Anthony Davis. What are we discussing here? What are we discussing here? It's not even close. And one thing that can also be evident for the cheating conspiracies, look at this past year. All the free throws that the Lakers got, despite being a team that has one of the least amount of drives to the basket in the entire league, and then having the most free throws than any other team, it's clear. It's obvious. It's obvious. Then who played against more competition? The answer is Kobe. Kobe played and won against more 50+ win teams. They played against the same amount of 60+ win teams. They played against the same amount of top 75 Hall of Famers, all that. Kobe's conference, the Western Conference, was much tougher than LeBron's Eastern Conference. It's the statistical fact, an observational fact. What was LeBron facing in the East? The Pacers? The Raptors? You know who Kobe was facing? I can just name one team. I don't even have to name all the teams. I can just name one team. The San Antonio Spurs. The same team that people complain, oh, LeBron, you're facing one of the greatest teams of all time, the Spurs in the finals. Kobe was facing that team in the conference. In his conference. On damn near every playoff. And you want to complain that LeBron faced him in the finals? But then when I bring up that he had to face him in the conference, these LeBron fans, they just blow it off as nothing? What's going on here? What's going on here? Also, like I said, Kobe at his position, he had to face more competition at his position or positions close to him than LeBron. He was double teamed more than LeBron. Did he face more physicality than LeBron? It's not even up for discussion right now. And then when you look into their legacies, like who changed the game and all that, it's easily Kobe. You have so many players that modify their game after Kobe. Let's say their inspiration is Kobe. That shape their mentality after Kobe. You can't say the same about LeBron. You just can't. You don't see players modeling their game after LeBron, saying LeBron inspires me to be a better player. But you do see and hear the same things about Kobe. You don't see many players wearing LeBrons on the court, but you do see players wearing Kobe's on the court. Like it's when you, then players themselves, more players say that Kobe is better than LeBron. That's the interesting thing. All these media analysts saying that LeBron is better than Kobe, when the actual players themselves, even LeBron at one point, was saying that Kobe's better. The real players were saying that Kobe was a better player than LeBron. But I'm supposed to believe that all these media analysts planting false narratives, reading stats without context, I'm supposed to believe them when they say LeBron's better? No. No. Absolutely not. Also, Kobe, he's more well known and loved globally. LeBron, he has some influence in the U.S. That outside of the U.S., nah, it's not even close. Kobe has a much wider influence and pull around the world. Then you look at who was favored more by the media. It's easily LeBron. There's more positive articles about LeBron. You got damn near every main sports talking show always ranking LeBron ahead of Kobe. You got all these media platforms spinning more negative news lines about Kobe and more positive news lines about LeBron. And yet, despite that fact, they still could not get the fans to love LeBron more. Despite the media showing hatred towards Kobe, the fans, they love Kobe more than LeBron. That's a fact. They love Kobe more than LeBron. Because the love that LeBron gets is manufactured. The only players that like the only fans that like LeBron are the LeBron fans and whatever team he chooses to be on. Meanwhile, you got fans from every background who says they love and appreciate Kobe and his play. There's a clear difference here. There's just I'm sorry, I can't think of a way. Oh wait, I almost forgot. Clutchness. Kobe's more clutch. You look at who has more game winning shots. Kobe has 36 game winning shots. The most in NBA history, by the way. LeBron has 26. That's 10 less game winning shots than Kobe. Kobe has 8 game winning buzzer beaters. LeBron has 7. When you look into who had more meltdowns, LeBron. Who's been swept more? LeBron. Who faced tougher clutch situations and tougher defenses in those situations? Kobe. Who shot more difficult game-winning shots? Kobe. Who do players, fans, everyone alike that likes basketball, who do they say they trust more in clutch situations on all these online polls? The answer is Kobe. What is the name people say when they try to throw an impossible shot in their daily lives? What is the name they say? You already know the answer. The answer is Kobe. They don't say LeBron. They might say Jordan or Curry, maybe, but the main name they say is Kobe. It's Kobe. It's not even close. I'm sure maybe there may be something I'm forgetting, but overall, this is it. There is no discussion for Kobe being better than LeBron. There's no discussion about it. As a player, as leaders, their resumes, when you add context, there's no discussion to be made about LeBron being better than Kobe. No discussion. No discussion. And I'll give LeBron an honorary 3 spot all time because it just feels weird to not have him top 3. But to be honest with you, it's hard for me to feel like LeBron is even top 10 or top 15 because of that. He had the team power. He had the team power for his success. Have all those trades done for him, and still, he accomplished so much less while having much more. And so many players in the top 10. I am honestly disappointed in LeBron. And I liked LeBron in his first stint in Cleveland. I did like that LeBron. Despite some of his antics at that 08 Olympics, going behind Kobe's back, he was still alright. But after that, I can't even recognize him. I can't recognize him. So yeah. Sorry. I just don't see. I just don't see a way where you can be factual and ingenuous and still debate LeBron being better than Kobe. I just don't. And people say I'm delusional, but it's like can't present any facts. There's some people say, oh, but Kobe had Shaquille O'Neal. Kobe had Shaquille O'Neal. You want to know how Kobe got Shaquille O'Neal? By draft. Want to know how LeBron got his best teammates? Team hopping. That's number one. Number two, when Kobe and Shaq were playing together, their stats were nearly equal. They relied on each other. Kobe was more clutch than Shaq when they played together. Kobe dealt with more competition at his position than Shaq. Kobe was the reason Shaq was great in those years. Before Kobe, Shaq wasn't winning anything. With Kobe, Shaq got a three-peat. And the only way for Shaq to win again was to get the second best shooting guard, the second best active shooting guard at the time, Dwayne Wade. Kobe, on the other hand, he got Pau Gasol to help him. Shout out to Pau, by the way. He got Pau Gasol to help him, and he was able to go to 3 finals in a row and win 2 out of 3 of them back to back. And yet, you guys want to argue? LeBron being better? There's no way. There's no way. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. People say, oh, LeBron has higher this per game, higher this percentage. They'll say they don't even present the stats with context. They don't show the fact that they say, oh, Kobe has the most. Damn, bad turnover. Anyways, they say, oh, Kobe has the most missed shots in NBA history. But they fail to show the fact that LeBron has the second most missed shots in NBA history. He averages more shots per game, and soon enough, he's gonna have the most missed shots in NBA history, and he already has the most turnovers in NBA history. But they'll forget that and just say, oh, Kobe has the most missed shots in NBA history. And let's say LeBron is better statistically. Like I said, without showing the context, without showing the fact that LeBron faced easier defenses, had an easier overall conference. The rules for LeBron were less strict. He was able to get away with more stuff like freaking travels, flopping, all of that. He was able to get away with more stuff than Kobe. Had an easier road than Kobe. And was just barely able to perform statistically better than Kobe. The percentages and the averages aren't even that much higher than Kobe's, while he had much higher advantages. That's a blight on LeBron that he only averages that much while having so much more advantages than Kobe. Like it's not even a discussion. It's not even a discussion. I'm trying to think, what other argument could there be for LeBron being better? What could there be? I can't think of it. I can't think of any way that LeBron can be better than Kobe. Because it's like everything surface level it points to LeBron. But when you actually look into it, Kobe's far superior player. He's far superior player. I don't know. That's just me. It's my opinion. If you disagree, if you can prove me wrong, go down in the comments and show me a good argument. Alright.